Hey guys, I'm back with an update. It's a happy update. Last I checked in, I had been approved by Aetna for a full IVF cycle with ICSI, but I was not approved with my doctor's practice. It was a very weird situation because my doctor was approved, but the practice wasn't. And it just seemed really weird. And it was a disaster, and I started calling around, trying to find other doctors, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, fast forward to Tuesday, and Camille was able to, she's the financial advisor over at my infertility clinic. And she basically, called 100 people, and everybody except one person said that everything was in network. The unfortunate part is that that one person worked in pre-authorizations. So, yeah, it was crazy. So basically, Camille resubmitted the same application for approval and got to a different person, and the different person approved my IVF cycle at the highest benefit level in network. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. I made her say it back to me like 100 times. In network at an in-network rate, both provider and facility at an in-network rate. And I made her say the name of my provider like 100 times and the clinic that she uses 100 times. So hopefully that sorts that out. I was also able to get a hold of a Starbucks advocate, and he was able to confirm all of this with me. So that was good. Again, just feeling like I had important people in my court was very helpful. There's nothing worse than feeling like you're in the wrong, or people making you feel like you're in the wrong when you know you're right, but you don't necessarily have the tools to prove it. So having a team of experts has been invaluable for sure. So yeah, we got that sorted out. I was all excited, but then I was concerned because I told you the exciting part is that my insurance was covered. And then I only had a small copay of $92, but that my medications were, billed at $12,000, and my medication allowance was $5,000. So I was expecting, with that to be the case, that my out-of-pocket cost would be like $7,000. So the short version of a long story is, I double-checked everywhere to make sure that I had a separate medications allowance and that this wasn't going to impact my treatment allowance. And everywhere in the auntie confirmed that this is separate. And that it wasn't going to touch my treatment money. However, it spooked my insurance. Not my insurance. It spooked my clinic ladies, and they are now concerned that I'm going to only have $3,000 left for treatment. So I'm hoping that's not the case. But if it is, I have the documentation in my... What do you call it? I have the documentation in my plan, my benefits description and guide, that it is 100% separate. So we can argue that if they try. But the way that negatively impacted me is that without my consent, which I'm very mad about, they reduced my prescription that I had paid for at that time by 2 Gonal-Fs to try and give me more money in case I needed it. But the problem with that is that because I've maxed out what Aetna will cover, if I need those 2 Gonal-Fs, then I'm going to have to pay like entirely out of pocket, and 0 will be covered, and I'm gonna have to like find them stat at a different place. So that's frustrating, but there isn't really anything I can do about it now. Even that, it's still cheaper than what I expected my out-of-pocket to be. So I'm trying to be positive. My anxiety is just really high. I almost feel like, even though this is like happy and I get to move forward, I almost feel like, since so many things have gone wrong, that like I'm not satisfied with like a happy conclusion, because I just feel that we're on the edge of another unhappy conclusion, which is not a way to live. But again, like, it's hard, you can't stop your body from feeling those things. But I'll talk about my strategy at the end. Okay, so my medication was ordered. We've officially decided to go ahead. The way I look at it is, as long as my medication's taken care of, even if I get stuck with a huge bill, I've been through so much with this clinic. I also made the advisor promise me that, the financial advisor, that if we did end up getting stuck with a big bill, that they would work with us on a financing plan. I shouldn't, but I just wanted the reassurance that if worst came to worst and there wasn't anything we could appeal and appeals failed and blah, 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 that, you know, that they would work with us. Because I got this job because I want everybody to get paid. Like, I'm not out to not pay bills. I needed a way to be able to pay those bills. That's why I got a job at Starbucks for this insurance. I chose this insurance with the smallest out-of-pocket cost so that I could make sure that everybody was getting paid and that I wouldn't have surprise bills. So that's what's been frustrating. That said, you know, if a little fighting is what it takes to get as low out-of-pocket costs that I'm hoping to, it'll be worth it. So yeah, there's that. And my medication came today. I was planning on doing an unboxing video, but how it worked out is, like, it literally arrived like 30 minutes after I was supposed to leave for my sister's birthday party. And it's the kind of medicine you have to sign for. It's $12,000 worth of medication. And you have to sign for it. So I needed to be here. Otherwise I would go back and then the medicine would be bad. And who knows what that would do to my claim. So I had to wait. And then I had to just, like, rush, put it in the fridge and get going. So, but I've got the stuff that I needed. So I received, I'm going to do, let's see, how should I cover my information? I should have planned this ahead. Okay, we'll use my hand. All right. I got my Gonal F. I got 10 of these. I got 10 of these in case you can't hear me. I got Cetratide. I got 5 of these. I got 2 Menopur. I got a Sharps container. I got Pregnyl. I got a bunch of syringes. I got a bunch of needles. I got a bunch of alcohol swabs. I also got listed what everything is. I got a receipt and information on everything. I always worry when they spell my name wrong on medications and stuff, like if that's ever going to bite me in the ass, but they did. My last name is Peterson. It's spelled with an S-E-N, and they spell it with an S-O-N. So I guess we'll just see. Okay. So that's my meds. I was excited to receive it. Having something tangible, like that I can hold and touch, I guess that's what tangible means. But having something physical, like, makes it feel real, which is great. Like, it's finally my turn, guys. Like, I've watched everybody else on YouTube. I've, like, done so much research. I've worked hundreds of hours. And this is it. Like, it's coming. It's my turn. I am still about 2 weeks out from starting. Maybe not 2 weeks. A week and a half. I go back on birth control tonight to be able to time my cycle. Not for my clinics, but this just helps speed it up a little bit. Otherwise, I have to wait like a full 28 days, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going back on birth control for another week, at which point I will stop. And then I have my consent signing. And then I have a couple days later, first injections, which you guys will be there for. I don't know if I have the courage to do like a video about it, but I guess we'll see. I'm just trying not to, prick myself. I am trying not to think about it. Like, I'm just trying to like ride the excitement wave and to just take it one day at a time. And my plan to combat stress and anxiety is I'm going to go to my basement and I'm going to dig out a pile of books. There's a series that I like to read and I haven't read for a couple of years, so I've forgotten like everything about it. I'm going to dig out some books that I know I like to read, and I'm going to try and beat anxiety with like reading, because that'll take my mind off things, hopefully keep me going, hopefully keep something interesting in my life. Yeah, just focus on something. So it's not a foolproof plan, subject to change. Everything is subject to change, as I have learned, and just looking forward to moving forward. So just a recap of my expenses so far. I've paid $0 out of pocket for any birth control. I haven't been billed for my hysteroscope, my HSG test yet, but I didn't have a copay for that. I believe, I don't even know, I'm just making stuff up now. They still have to bill it, but I paid $92 for my injectable meds. I paid $20 a month for my prenatal that my IVF coordinator recommended. And yeah, that's it so far. We'll keep you guys posted as I spend money, as I get bills, and as things happen. So overall, like 100% Starbucks seems worth it. Like, I've gotten into a good groove. I've figured out a good schedule to work with, like trying to maintain work and life. And I feel like I can do this. Like, not just like survive until I can quit, but like I enjoy the job. Like, I enjoy the people. Like, I will be sad. I don't think it's my forever job, for sure. And it is like a season. But I definitely feel like the season is going to be longer. I was initially thinking I was just counting down the days till I could quit, but I'm having a great time and I'm not in a hurry, and I am feeling very privileged to be able to be in the situation that I would never have been able to afford, and a lot of people just can't get to. So it's exciting, and I just can't believe this is me right now. So yay, I will keep you guys updated, and I hope you have a good time. Bye.